my love, do not stress yourself out about how people treat you when you come around, how people possibly act when you come, into their lives, when you get on the job, when you start just doing you, being you. Do not stress yourself out about those things. I want you to know that, my love, your spirit makes people feel challenged. Your energy, your light, it could be your personality, it could be the way you dress, it could be the way you take care of yourself, just you in general. It challenges others, people that want to do better, and they may possibly just be stuck in this stagnant energy, or it's some who's walking in darkness that don't realize you come to show them the way. It's all kind of things that could be going on within that dynamic, within that environment, within that connection, that you possibly don't even know that the divine has called and used you to do this thing, to make individuals know they can do better, to show them the light, to show them, you know what, my love, you can change your shoes up a little bit better, or you can do this a little bit different. You don't even realize how these small little things in your life, it challenges other people. Because sometimes, y'all, let's clock it. Sometimes people will never tell you they like your outfit. People will never tell you they like the way you talk. People will never tell you, you know what, you new on the job, but I like the way you did that. I'm going to start doing my work like that. They will never tell you that. They'll just watch you. And that's fine. That's why this video is finding you, because I want you to know it is okay, my love. Let people be people. And I'm telling you right now, the reason why when you come around, they either got an attitude or they embrace you, it's because you challenge people. And some people are ready to do the work. Some people are ready to grow up. Some people want to be around you. They see your light. They're inspired. They want to get to know what you're doing, how you doing it. And sometimes that's clock it, because I don't know why I just felt that some of you may be annoyed by that. You may be like, why in the world this lady always around? Why in the world this man keep coming over to my station or coming over here talking to me? It's because they see that light. They feel your personality. They feel your character. They know you got a big heart, whatever it could be. And it's something that's drawing them to you. Whether they're walking in darkness or light, you attract them both. This is something you need to know, my love. You attract them both. But the gag is, when these individuals come around you, when these people who are walking in light and darkness, we have to differentiate which one is which. We have to know, okay, this person might be a little off their rocker. This person is a little too invested. This person always want to be around, but yet it's something that's a little bit about them. So those are the people that you have to keep your eyes open, keep your antennas up, and know that, yeah, I'm in this space, I'm in this place. Yes, I'm connected to this individual. Yes, I have to come to this job. Whatever that is, you have to know that this person is this and this person is this. These individuals, I know that I'm called. I got this light about me, my personality. People are attracted to me, whether they like it or not. They're here, I'm here. You need to know who is who and what is what. But no matter what, I need you to hear me and hear me well. You unconsciously challenge others to do better. This is what you do. And I don't care what it is. I don't care how you show up. I don't care if it's just you coming up out of your struggles. It could be something like that. People watched you as you did not have it, and now they're seeing you grind. They're seeing you, keep going. Whatever it is, people are knowing, and people know that you're doing your thing, whether they acknowledge it or not. It don't matter. You can just tell by the way they shift, the atmosphere shift when you come around. Some of the little subliminals that they make. Whatever this thing is, I need you to know. People can love and hate you at the same time because you challenge them. You feel, ooh, let's go out, spirit. You feel like home. I'm talking to some people, some individuals. I'm talking to you. When people come around, there's a light and a love and a character and a personality and what you do and how you show up and how you speak to people. It feels like home. Very homey. Very homey. But it also makes people feel like they should do that, or they should do better, or they can go a little bit harder. If you struggling, you making it, then they need to do what they need to do because they can do it too. But sometimes they'll never tell you. People will never tell you this. So you need to know This is what's going on. This is just your life, my love. You're chosen. If you didn't realize and you feel like you coming around people, this is the kind of energy you feel more often than not, you need to know it's because of your spirit, your light, your aura, what's in you, not what's on you. Because I told you could be struggling with certain things. We all go through something at some point. Let's clock that. Because sometimes we will look at ourselves and be like, well, this person got this and they got this and they got this. Why are they coming over here rubbing it in my face? I don't really have too much of nothing. And I'm not out here trying to, compete with nobody. Why they want to come and tell me all of their good deeds and all of their vacations and all of this? You need to know somebody feel challenged by your light. Your character, your personality. That's what it's about. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is truth, love, and light. Heavy on the truth. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, support, continuing to show up, y'all, each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all so much. Y'all, listen, whether you know it or not, we go together now real bad. So let's get into this situationship, this relationship, this conversation, all of that, because now we go together. We need to have this. It's overdue. Let's get into it. Your comprehension of things of the heart in life is beyond normal. So we're talking about you challenging people unconsciously. Your spirit, what you do, how you do it. Sometimes people feel convicted because you said, you know what, I really don't want to, I know they gave me the incorrect change, but I'm going to take these people their money back, or I'm going to give them what is due to them. I know this lady didn't treat me so well when I sat down and had my dinner or my lunch, but I'm going to still go ahead and tip her. Your heart, my love, is on another level. And so sometimes when people, I told you, let's clock it, spirit, you attract light and dark. So those who are walking in darkness, they'll look at you maybe with the side eye or roll their eyes, but they feel challenged to do the right thing when you operate like that. Again, let me read it again. Your comprehension of things of the heart and life is beyond normal. So let's keep going with that analogy about you tipping people who really don't deserve it. But this individual got a life just like you. They out here probably trying to pay for their baby milk and whatever else, just like the next person. So you decide you're going to take the high road and give them that tip. Whether it's $2, $3, it don't matter. You still decided you're going to give regardless of how this individual acts. You have a comprehension of what it means to give and receive. Go off, spirit. Everybody out here trying to make it, and maybe that individual just had a rough day. So you're going to go ahead and give them that tip so they can know the next time, listen, even though you act ignorant, there's other people, whether they black, white, purple, green, that's out here that'll still tip you. Because y'all, sometimes people get so, I'm a clock it. Ooh, I don't want to, but I am. Sometimes people will get so, because everybody's not. Everybody don't think like you. I just got to say, everybody don't think like you. So y'all, there are some people who look at your skin tone and different things. And it could be either or. It could be black against white or white against black. You can have either or. I got to make sure I say that because I'm not for the race thing, y'all. I'm really not. I'm all about energy. I'm all about the people. That's my thing. I could care less. You could be, baby, dark as I don't know what. And pink is I don't know what. It don't matter to me. I'm all about the spirit and the energy. But there are some individuals who's been traumatized, who feel some type of way about certain things. And if this is you, my love, maybe this is something that is challenging you, but you're also challenging those that are around you who feel the same way. Oh my gosh. Because I don't even speak about stuff like this, y'all. If that is you, let's clock it, spirit. This is crazy. If that is you, you go out with different individuals, or there's a narrative over you all's life and what you think to be true for people in their skin tone. So you might say all black people are this way. All Caucasian white people are this way. And this is what your group, this is what the people you hang around feel like. All of a sudden, you, my love, start doing things a little different. Or maybe this is something that's a call for you to be like, wait a minute, it really ain't that deep. This person is not like that person, so we can't treat them like that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's happening with this. Somebody is being challenged when it comes to that. Because you may have been looking at, it could be me. And while, listen, oh my goodness, it could be me. The divine that messed around and sent me in your path, and you know that our spirits connect. But even if it's the skin tone that's different, it's our spirit. And that could be for any color, any race. I don't care, y'all. Somebody is being challenged when it comes to that. This feels, whatever that is, my love, it's time to sit down. Let's reevaluate that thing. You have a comprehension of things of the heart and life beyond the norm. So you're meant, if that's a thing for your group, that's a thing for your family, that's a thing for stuff that y'all been having these private conversations about, it's time to sit down now and reevaluate those things. Because you feel it in your heart. You know everybody's not the same. You possibly got some individuals that you want to connect with that's outside of your race, outside of your norm, outside of those who you know, because it could be outside of race, y'all. It could just be you connecting with people that are more spiritual now. People that's out here doing other things besides being in the club all day. People that's doing different things. And so those that's used to you being a certain way, now they're looking at you like you switching it up. You this, you that, but your comprehension has always been there. Your heart has always been big. What you thought about different things has always been different. It just has. It's been outside of the norm. And it is what it is. My love, you can't do anything about that. You challenge others to do better. And sometimes when you do that, people love you and hate you at the same time. Let's go to the next one. That's crazy. You don't sweat the small things. You rather focus on the bigger picture. I'm speaking about you, your spirit, your character. This is the way some of you operate. Everything may not hit home, but I can guarantee you, if you stay to the end of this video, there's going to be something in there that you can be like, you know what? I resonate with that. You unconsciously challenge others because you don't sweat the small things. You don't sit around and let different things constantly play in your mind, constantly be nagging to you. Maybe there was a season where you had to go through that in order for you to advance, in order for you to grow up, in order for you to get to know. Some things just don't deserve your energy. It don't deserve a conversation. It does not deserve you trying to prove. This is something maybe you had to learn. But because your heart is open to that, your mind is open to that, you can actually now do it. Some people are so shut down when it comes to that, but then they'll look at you. I'm telling you why you challenge people, because they'll look at you and they'll be like, well, I remember so-and-so used to go off on people. They'll cuss you out in a minute. That was somebody's story. And now you're switching that up. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be known as that person. Something about you has transformed, or it is. And unconsciously, you're challenging others to do better. It just is what it is. You don't sweat the small things anymore. So again, you could be out here just living your life day to day. Somebody cut you off in traffic. They doing the absolute most. Maybe you had road rage. You will go by, my love, shooting them birds and doing all kind of stuff. You'll make sure, even if you don't shoot no bird, you'll go right back in front of them to let them know this ain't that. All of this stuff, y'all. Whoever you are, you've decided that's an old me. Or maybe this wasn't even something that you even considered. And so that fact that you live like that, you don't care about the small things. You're not going to allow different people and situations to run you off and to take you off course and to get you all in your emotions and feelings. Even if this was something in your past, because you're chosen, you have to advance. You have to grow up. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. I don't care what age you are. At some point, you start growing up in certain areas, whether it's your finances, whether it's your emotions, whether it's your heart, how you treat people. At some point, you start growing up in those areas that are quote unquote weak spots. That's what challenges people, my love. You possibly don't know this. People love and hate you at the same time. They know that you have that loving energy, but yet there's such a determination about you, a hustle about you, a thing that where you live your life, how you live your life, your personality, the way you dress, all of that stuff. People can love it and hate it because they admire you and they wish they could do it. But sometimes that little devil on their back, that entity within them refuses to change. And so they'll get mad with you because it looks like you're doing it easy. It looks like, you keep thriving and all of this stuff, but you out here working just like the next man, just like the next woman in real life. In real life, you don't sweat the small things. You're not out here majoring in the minor things. You rather focus on the bigger picture. How can I get my family back together? What can I do to make sure that I'm not being the problem? Even though people keep talking about this and this and this, don't have no solution, don't have nothing. All they doing is talking about it. How can I be the change? What can I do? This is how you operate, whether you know it or not. When you start trying to focus on yourself and focusing on your bag and focusing on your healing, focusing on your children, that's what you're saying without saying it. Go all spirit. That's what you're saying without saying it. Focusing on the bigger picture. When you take the focus off everything and everybody else and you start living your life, that's what you're saying. I'm choosing to block out this person, that thing, all the naysayers, the haters, the doubters, all of that. And I'm going to focus on me, which is the bigger picture. My children is the bigger picture. My next is the bigger picture. Me getting stability within myself, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, that's the bigger picture for you. That's a challenge when it comes to other individuals. And y'all, let's clock it. These are people that should be really focusing on themselves too. But again, because you are who you are, and whether you know it or not, you're chosen. So people always got their eyes on you. Sometimes they will base their success or failures off of you. It just is what it is. Because you're the challenge, because you're the mark in their lives, they will base their success or their failures off of you. And that's where that love-hate thing comes in at. Because the more you rise, the more you elevate, the more, I don't care what area of your life, it don't matter. The more you keep doing you, being you, showing up in a different version, just trying to make it, y'all. The ones who have their eyes on you, whether they're in light or darkness, they are sitting there trying to figure out how they can do this. What can they do? Whether it's trying to stop you or whether it's them, trying to copycat, all this different stuff. It don't matter. It does not matter. You unconsciously challenge others. And people love you and hate you for that. There's a group here and a group there. There's some that's in that gray line. That's why you have to be aware. Because one day they'll come up to you and tell you, you know what? I love that you told me the truth about this and this and this. And when you said it, I really sat down and I thought about it. The next day, my love, they'll come to you after everything has marinated. They'll be offended because you spoke their truth. They can't figure out whether they want to be inspired or they feel like they want to compete. They want to bring you down. So there's a thin line between that. And we have to be the ones to discern where individuals go in our lives, because you attract light and dark. And they both feel challenged, whether they're walking in the light as well. They still feel challenged. And that's fine. Ooh, let's go to the next one. Your idea of positive thinking or just keeping it pushing can be challenging. So you'll sit down and have a conversation with somebody that I told you, these people can love you or hate you. So let's keep it on the positive side. Since we're talking about that, go off spirit. You will sit down and have a conversation with somebody who's been walking in light, who's trying to do better, who's able to hear you and see you. But when you sit down and have this conversation with this person, these individuals, your attitude about, listen, I told you, go off, spirit. You don't sweat the small things. So somebody can come to you and they might be good, y'all. They might be walking in light. But when they come sit to you, when they come and talk to you, when they text you and they ask you about a specific thing, you're like, well, man, that really ain't no big deal. Man, all you got to do is this. Child, what are we talking about? Like, these are and you possibly feel, because these your people. So, quote unquote. So you feel like you can have these conversations. You can talk to them like that. But when you do, what you don't realize is that these individuals, they admire what you say. Your opinions matter. All of these things, they care about whether they say it or not. So when they come to you and this thing is such a big deal to them, whatever their thing is, whether it's a goal, whether it's whatever it is, and you like, well, all you got to do is this, and this. They feel challenged by that. Why it may sound, I hope this makes sense. Why it may sound just like a casual thing or whatever. Like, this thing is a big deal to somebody. I'm trying to figure out where spirit is going with this. Somebody could have came to you and asked you about an idea, asked you about what do you think about this and this and this, asked you about their relationship, whatever it is. And what you don't realize is that this person really, these people really admire you. They care about your opinion, which is why they're asking you. But when you be like, oh, all you got to do is this, or it's just this, it feels like a challenge because they're not there yet. Ooh, clicking spirit. And you're pushing them to get over these small things. You're pushing them, trying to let them know, yeah, you really didn't have to act like that in that situation. You're pushing them to let them know they overreacted when it came to the person on the job, whatever it is. And these are people, y'all, I'm telling you, some of them are in light, some of them in dark. But even those that are walking in light, they feel challenged by that. Because they looking at you like, oh, he or she, viewer, doesn't feel like this is a big deal. So while they care about your opinions, they care about what you think and stuff, they feel like you just brush it off like, that really ain't nothing. And it's not that. It's just that you've gone through so much. You've experienced so much. Life has life and you've had to figure it out. So now those conversations, those small things, these ideas and all of that stuff, you feel like, okay, I've gone through that. So I can tell you it really is not a big deal. I'm trying to help you rather than hurt you. But sometimes people don't see it like that. Oh my goodness, spirit. People don't see it like that. They will say, it's like it ain't really nothing to you. And it's, for whoever I'm speaking to, certain things in your life, it's not. And it's not that you don't care. It's just that you've overcome certain things, certain situations. So now you got a whole lot of experience. You got some things under your belt. You can teach a person a thing or two, whether you want to or not. You unconsciously challenge people to do better. I hope this is making sense. Let me read it again. We're going to keep going. Your idea of positive thinking or just keeping it pushing can be challenging. Some people don't want to hear all that positivity. They love negative things. So when you come around the ones that's walking in darkness, that's how they feel. You always talking about God. You always talking affirmations. You always talking about you about to do this and do that. You just started this and that. Now you talking about you doing something else. You always. I told you when we started this video out, do not get rattled, confused, any of that when it comes to these different situations, how people act when it comes to you. Because you unconsciously challenge them, this is their combat. They combat that sometimes with stupidity, or they combat that with subliminals. They combat that and try to pinpoint the things you said back in 1972. Meanwhile, you're living a different life now. And they'll be like, well, you said you was gone, or you said and you didn't do it. So how you going to tell me? Well, you came in and asked me. We're not talking about me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And yes, I said this or that, but I'm still living my life, which goes to the next one. Let's go off, spirit. You set a standard for yourself, and that's the bar. Oh my goodness. You set a standard for yourself. This is a challenge when it comes to other individuals, because you're not out here competing with anybody. When people look at you, you show up and you dress and you speak and you move how you want to, when you want to. That's a challenge, Because there are so many individuals who want to be like everybody else. They would rather move as a group. They would rather be with the trends. They would rather blend in. That's what they want to do because that's what they're used to do. But whoever you are, you set a standard for yourself. I don't care what that looks like. It has nothing to do with what you drive, all of this stuff. That don't matter. If you drive a hoopty, that's what people call it. This is whoever you are, my love. This is something that you realize, okay, I'm going to drive this car for now and I'm going to continue to save my money, or I'm going to put my eggs in another basket. My car is not a big deal for me. I want to get a new house, or I want to work on my credit, or I want to go and start this whatever this thing is. Sometimes people will look at you and they'll look at you from the outside and write you off. Meanwhile, you're setting a standard for yourself. And whatever you do and however you do, according to your own standards, you're making it work. You're making it work. Again, even if you feel like you're struggling, this is like your life, y'all. And not to say you're going to be struggling. What I mean by that is that this is your life to live. So you advance at the tempo that you're supposed to, at the time frame that you're supposed to. There's something that you're supposed to be learning in these different seasons when you're going through things, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, emotionally. When you're going through those things, you're growing up, you're advancing. So that's why people on the outside look at you and feel challenged, because you've gotten settled in the fact that this will not be like this always. I'm just learning. I'm just saving. I'm just figuring out that, you know what, this person, that thing is not for me. This is the standard that I'm going to set now. I don't care what it looks like. It's a me versus me kind of deal. So I'm going to live according to my own standards. Some people feel challenged by that, because I told you they would rather be with the latest trend. So they'll go and rob Peter to pay Paul. They'll go and live beyond their means. They'll go and try to go out to dinner with this person and that thing. They'll want to be on the scene all the time. Meanwhile, you have a whole nother standard for yourself. So they mess around and do all of that and then see you a month or two later and you looking good, feeling good. You're in high vibration and they still trying to figure it out because they spent all their time and energy on things that don't matter. So then they get pissed with you, start talking about you, because you're doing something different. You're deciding to live your life different. You're deciding to switch it up. You're deciding to figure it out. That's a challenge for people. In general, y'all, I don't care if it's friends, if it's a lover, if it's your family, if it's a coworker, you unconsciously challenge people because you're always focused on you. It's always a me versus me kind of deal. So when you outbeat, outrun, outshine that last version of you, it's time to keep it moving. And some people get stuck in the idea of that old you. So they look at that new you as a challenge. Like, you out here trying to do this and do this. Yes, I am. You say you this and this and this. You done switched it up. Well, why? Yes, I did. I hadn't changed in that aspect, but yes, we're supposed to change. We're supposed to evolve. Why is that such a negative thing? You should want to do the same thing. My love, don't tell me I've changed. I'm acting like this and that. Why, I have worked for this thing, whatever this thing is. So when I get there, yes, my spirit is going to resonate with the level that I'm on. Y'all, this remind me, I got to say this real quick because, y'all, I'm an FSU fan for those of you that don't know. I'm letting y'all in just a little bit. I grew up like that. My mom worked in all of that stuff. So I grew up in a household that loved FSU. But for those of you that may be football fans, after they won over the weekend, but after this, another story came out about an individual who got shot. And it was because I don't know what the backstory is, but the area that this person was in, I feel like shouldn't have been. And I just can't imagine, because in my mind, you on a high road, you doing what you need to do. You've won this game and you decided you were going to go back to an area, an environment that maybe you used to visit. And now what people don't realize, or you possibly don't realize, is that you're on another level now. So when you go back to the quote unquote hood, when you go back to the people that you're used to connect with, when you talk to those old individuals, they gonna feel some type of way. Your spirit does not resonate with those people, those things anymore. You challenge them. And when people start feeling like that, they're gonna or either try to take you down. They either like you or they hate you. They love you or not. They love you or not. So again, when you begin to rise, when you begin to grow, when you begin to elevate, you're supposed to change. You're supposed to be with other individuals who's on your level. And if the people you used to talk to, used to rock with, all of that is not ready to grow, you have to leave them where they are. They need to feel challenged by you, challenged to do better. But if you keep backtracking, trying to rub their egos and pull them up and all of that, they will never do what they're supposed to do. You're meant to be a challenge to people. You're meant to. People love you or hate you. And y'all, I don't know who that individual was, but I'm just going to send them love because I just needed to share that so y'all can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. When you advance, you should be with other individuals who understand that it takes a little work. That way, when you get where you're going, you will know these people, they have worked for something. They have something to lose. When you operate with people that have nothing to lose, they do ignorant things towards you, around you. You set a standard for yourself. That's your bar. It's not for anybody else. It's for you. And the people that feel challenged about it, they supposed to feel challenged about it. They're supposed to feel pushed. They're supposed to be in their feelings. They need to know this is something you need to work on. If my greatness irritates you, if my healing irritates you, if my bag irritates you, if me and my boo going out this place and that place irritates you, if my struggle irritates you, this is something you need to work on. Check, check, check. Oh my goodness. Let's run it back and get it out of here. A, your comprehension of things of the heart and life is beyond normal. Again, we're talking about you unconsciously challenging people to do better. Your comprehension of the heart, things that matter, of the heart and life is beyond normal. You don't think or operate like other people, not even like me. You're different. You don't sweat the small things. You rather focus on the bigger picture. That could be a challenge sometimes because people want you to sit down and be around and talk about the small things. You don't even want to have small conversations. You don't have time for that. That right there could be an annoyance to you. I don't want to have small talk. Let's talk about things that matters. It becomes a challenge for individuals who hadn't evolved or who can't talk about the things that you talk about because they hadn't been through what you've been through. So they'll look at you and it's like you're speaking a different language and they will hate it or love it. Your idea of positive thinking or just keeping it pushing can be challenging because then you get out, you sit down and have this small talk. You decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge this, or I'm going to entertain this small talk today. And the more they talk or the more y'all have a conversations, because you're rising or you're above certain things, you can't help but to feel like this small talk is crazy. I don't know what we're talking about. So unconsciously, what you don't realize is that you keep reverting to this positive thinking. You keep going back to the fact that it really is not a big deal because you don't realize, my love, how much you've grown. So when you walk away, people will they'll get on the phone, they'll call mama, auntie, cousin, brother, sister, everybody they know and say how much you've changed, how you bougie, how you always talking about this and this and this. And you just can't help it. Now, again, I don't care what you're driving, where you live, what it looked like. Your spirit is on another level. You are rising. It just is what it is. Lastly, you set a standard for yourself. And that's the bar. That's the bar. When you set that standard, like I don't want to settle for this kind of man, this kind of woman. I don't want to have these conversations. I don't want to be with people that's always envious and jealous. I don't want to sit up and gossip. I don't want to be out here talking about them sick and this, even if my body is that. I don't want to acknowledge those things. These are just the standards that you're setting for yourself. That's your bar. And so when people come around with that energy, whether you say it or not out of your mouth, they could feel that you're not with it. You're not with certain things anymore. So it becomes a challenge to them. Listen, I think that's it, y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Please know that. Y'all continue to walk in your truth. I don't care what that is. I really do not care. When you're authentic to yourself, that's how you evolve. That's how you get what you want in life. That's just me. That's how I feel. Because nobody can do you better than you. So when you sink into that thing, when you get comfortable into that person of who you are, the people that's supposed to really rock with you and love you and appreciate you, those are the ones that will do that because they'll be able to see you for who you are. But see, it becomes a challenge when individuals, I want to get out of here, but I can't. Because this is why you challenge other people, because they created something about themselves that they believe is true, but it's really not. So every day they're having to show up as a version of them that they're not. So they can get mad at you for just being in your truth, for just living how you live. I told you, you can have a hoopty, so they say, and you jump in and out that car like it is what it is. I got gas in it. I can get to work. Who cares what you think? You living like that, it makes people feel challenged because they want to do that. They want to get out of the opinions of others. They want to be able to live in their truth. And you are an example of that. Every day you live in it, you're an example of that. And you need to know this, because even if you don't, you can talk sweet as pie to people. It's your spirit that makes them irritated, makes them feel challenged. Even the ones that's walking in light, because y'all, another chosen one could be envious of your path. We all, listen, let's clock it. I'm trying to get out of here. I got to let spirit ride. All of us have different paths. You're chosen. We all, if you resonate with that, we're chosen. But your path may be things that I'm doing like this, speaking. Somebody else's path may be doing nails. What you don't realize is that you're still operating in a higher level of spiritual realm, because you're not like the next tech. There's something about you that's different. So the divine gives you a bigger blessing, a bigger mantle, bigger clientele, all of that, because you're meant to be seen as the challenge. Oh my goodness. And so another chosen one will mess around and get upset with you because your path is different from theirs. And they'll say you're not this and this because they so focused on the religious aspect of it. Oh my goodness. They so focused on the religious aspect of it that when you live outside of their box, they will say, you're not chosen. You're not of God. You're not this. No, my path is just not like your path. I have something different to do. I'm reaching a different group. My clientele is different from yours. We may both do nails, but my people aren't as ratchet as yours. They get up, give me a tip, and keep going. This is a challenge for somebody. Oh my goodness. This is a challenge for somebody. Oh, I was trying to let it go. Spirit was, listen, I think that's it, y'all. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, support, continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all so much. I am so grateful for your energy. I am so grateful for your time. I am so grateful to those of you that's been walking with me for a little while and the newcomers, y'all. I am so grateful, y'all. I really am. I need for y'all to know that. I just appreciate your energy, your shares, your likes, your comments, sharing your stories, all of that. I see y'all. And I appreciate y'all so much. 38 minutes in. We go together now. Real bad, my love. And I'm going to love you up and love you down, whether you like it or not. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.